Alright guys, thank you for tuning in as always. Guys, I'm trying to record. So, I'm on my way to go pick up a package that Joey sent me to the mailbox place, the P.O. box. So I'm on my way to go pick it up. As you know, you've been here many times with me before, seeing the surroundings. This might not look like the same surroundings. I'm not really sure why I stopped here, but maybe we could figure it out together. I don't know. You let me know why I stopped here. I have no idea. Beautiful out. It's March 19th-ish, something like that. 70-something degrees out. Freaking gorgeous out, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, I'm trying to record. Keep it down. Sorry, guys. They're ridiculous. But I'm trying to go pick up this package. I was going to do it tomorrow, I told Joey. It's been sitting there for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I don't even know. I felt bad, but my life has been getting in the way of me living my life lately so much that I haven't really... The 50cc I put a short up is still sitting in the same place on my desk. I kid you not, for about 2 months now probably. I haven't touched it. That's why my videos also have been so slow. I mean, on top of it, I have to do it on this phone, which is much harder to do than the other phone, the editing process. The recording is easy. Actually, I think the camera might be better on this, to be honest with you, but the actual processor is so much slower, and then the editing is so much harder to do on this phone. I am working on fixing the whole editing thing. Thank you, Dark Matter, you know what I'm talking about. But even that has been sitting in the same place for weeks. I'm sorry, guys. I know my video scheduling has been horrible, absolutely horrible, with how I'm putting stuff up and the time I'm putting stuff up, and it's been big time gaps in between and nothing I could do. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna say I got burnt out or anything on it, but I just have so much going on with my actual regular life stuff with the kids and everything that, you know, I have to put this on a back burner. It's not fair to anyone if I put this ahead of anything. So I know you guys understand, but I still have to explain it because, you know, I enjoy this and I love talking to all you guys, so I just feel guilty if I don't explain it. This is not my normal stop where the P.O. box place is, and why am I stopped here, you might ask? Well, that's a great question. So, this is head level, and the bike is about chin level. I got it strapped up to the hook here. Why? Because it was easier to get the rim off that way. And yes, I do have it locked up here because I went to the store to get something to drink because I was super thirsty. I rode it like this about, well, not like this, the wheel was on, obviously, but I rode it with the wheel on for about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile till I could get to this parking lot where it was safe, because it was right at the 287 intersection exchange, which is like the busiest area of the entire section that I ride. But I was riding, I was probably coming up to about 20 miles an hour, and all of a sudden I shifted hard left, and then I shifted hard right. I'm like, whoa, that's not normal. So you guys know my hubs that I did. I epoxy JB welded the hubs in there, both sides on my magnesium rims. These rims are phenomenal. I do not recommend using the rear rim in its stock form. I do recommend doing what I did. Unfortunately though, I had a catastrophic failure. I think the bearings, I don't know how close or how good you can see in there. I guess I had a bearing failure. This is not a caged bearing. It is just loose ball bearings that are in there. One fell out, I guess. I've been noticing for about 2 months I've been riding it like this. Not this bad, obviously. But I've been taking it easy on it because I noticed it was definitely giving way. But because of the cold weather, the ice and the snow, and whatever other excuses you need me to make up, I'll put them in the comments, let me know. But I've just been really pushing off doing it. But the quality of work that I did assembling this and epoxying it in here and keeping it in here, because the way this went and it's been bad for about 2 months and the amount of heat that got into this to cause it to mushroom the cone nut like that and all that might be the cover. No matter what, the cone nut I can see from here. You guys might not be able to see it, but I can see it. We'll see it close up when I disassemble it at home. Not going to do it here, obviously, but to mushroom it like that and to put the metal flakes into it like that, you had to get some heat into it. And for me assembling these hubs, making them out of regular steel wheels and putting them in and epoxying them in, JB welding them, 100% these are solid. With my bike and me, 350 plus, probably close to 360-ish with my backpack and helmet and all that. A lot of weight. on a broken axle, broken bearing hub, and it held up great. So I'm really happy with that. And I was gonna go tomorrow, but it turns out it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I really don't want to ride in the rain for obvious reasons, because it would really suck if this happened tomorrow in the rain. Plus with the rain, it's gonna be colder. So I went out today, got back early from going to see the kids and stuff, and took off and went, having a good time, taking it real easy though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I brought it above 30, but maybe once, pretty much right before this happened. Yeah, honestly, it was right before this happened. So I was pushing it a tad right before this happened, but only for a short blurb. No matter what, I took off of the light and it went hard left, hard right, and I knew a problem was there. A lot of heat went in there, so I appreciate you sending me this package, Joey. Get out of here, bug. Because if you didn't, I wouldn't be out here on a nice day like today, riding my bike, stuck on the side of the road, having to fix something that I knew I needed to fix, but been putting it off because I'm lazy. And, you know, just been really busy. And I don't want to be outside in the cold weather. But to be honest with you, I just not even been touching the bikes unless it's just to ride it. I've been pushing this bike on this bum rim for like 2 months on some real sketchiness, to be honest with you, because it's been bad, and I've known it's been bad for a while. So whatever. Heather's going to get here pretty soon with the new rim, used rim from the Mule, which should get me at least here and there. I was actually going to bring the Mule today, which I kind of regret not doing now, but because I had to go get a box, and it's going to be a pretty good size box, I really wanted to have the crate. I didn't want to have to put it in my backpack. My backpack's filled anyway with tools and nonsense, so it was just way easier to take this. Not to mention the Mule has flat bars and it's a much tighter frame. Something I just should mention probably, I think I'm actually retiring this bike, because if you remember that hanger, now this is 3 months after the video you just seen about it, but you can see the rust coming out, and there's a lot of wear on this. Things touch and hit all over. This bike is pretty beat up. I built it, back in November? It's, I don't even know how many miles it's got on it already. It's got thousands of miles on it, we'll just say, easily. It's got lots and lots of miles on it. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a little bit of a trend. I do use just regular, cheap bicycles to build my bikes out of, mainly because they're inexpensive and I'm heavy, and I am very hard on things, as you guys can probably tell. So I already know that I'm going to break it. The frame's cracking on this one, the frame cracked on the last one, the frame cracked on the one before that, the frame cracked on the one before that. There's a little bit of a trend. About every 6 months I crack a frame. So I don't want to blame it on the bikes. I'd rather blame it on me and the way I ride and how fat I am, how hard I hit the bumps. But the rims are holding up great, you know, minus that bearing, which is probably realistically my fault. When I reassembled it and greased it and did all that with the video you saw recently, I should have went back and touched it, but because it was so cold out, I didn't want to. I knew there was a problem with it, but I just rode it out, hoping for a nice day to fix it. So I'm fixing it on the side of the road. But yeah, what can you do, guys? You know. So, leave it in the comments. How many breakdowns do you think I'm going to have this year? Because we all know it happens quite a bit. To me, especially in the summer, especially because when it gets nice out, I ride and I push it and I ride hard and I ride a lot. So how many breakdowns do you think I'm going to have this year, guys? Let me know in the comments, because I'm going to guess. And by breakdowns, I don't just mean in the video I have a flat tire and I pull over and fix it. That is a breakdown, but it's not by breakdown I mean something that leaves me stranded, waiting on Heather or a friend to come help me, bring me apart, something that I don't carry with me on the regular. It can be a flat tire, but if I have the flat tire with me, it doesn't count. It has to be something where I have to go get something or have someone bring it or pick me up, something like that. A major breakdown where it's not repairable without someone else's help. I'm going to guess, and we're going to go from today's date, which is I think March 19th, I think, something like that. I think. Sure, why not? Until, let's say, October 31st, because I still ride pretty hard up until that time, because it's sweatshirt weather and layers, and I push the riding still up until then. So let me know how many breakdowns you think. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say a lot, just because it's usually chassis related. I'm going to say 6, maybe 7. I got to choose a number. I'm going to go with 7. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say 7 catastrophic problems that I need someone's help or a ride in some way or another. So put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think, guys. How many do you think I'm going to have this year? So she's on the way with the rim from the mule. We're just going to toss it in, tire and all, sprocket. It's a 44 tooth, just like this. Should be an exact fit. She's going to have her bike, obviously, and the trailer. We could just slap this on the trailer, which is good too. Then I can put my backpack in the trailer and take the weight out of this bike, because that bike, that rim, is not a mag rim. It is regular spoked wheel. And you know I don't really like the spoked wheels as much. I break them very easily. I'll bring you back in when Heather gets here with the new wheel and when we go pick up the package. Thank you, Joey. Okay, guys. Heather got here. We got the mule wheel on. She's here with the trailer. I got my rim loaded up in her bike on the trailer. She's got the trailer. She's got the hitch. Because of the time we had that on there. We got a light on her bike, light on my bike, front, back, both same. I think the sprocket's a little wonky. I also had to do custom fitment with my original rim because of the hub and spacing I did to make it wider to fit these hangers for my rack. So I had to add an extra nut on here. It's also offset a little bit. Sprocket's a little messed up. It treads hitting the tire. It's a problem, but it should work. That's the main goal here. Okay, we have arrived at PostNet Suite 26. Heather's following along with the trailer and the parts of my bike. Hello, Heather. And her super awesome bike. We now have the spoked wheel on my bike from the mule. There's nothing loose. It's just because I'm not used to a rimmed wheel on my bike, so the bike is riding weird to me for how this bike usually rides. Whatever, not a big deal. Joey, we got your package here. Let me cover up your address. Perfect. Joey, we got your package. 1610, guy. I told you, box it real tight and say medium mail. It's like $2. That's all right. You're not getting it back, and I don't care, because you made me break my wheel and ride on a beautiful day. So this is your fault. You did this to yourself. Anyway, guys, let's get back. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. I don't know if I'm going to video when I get back. I might, because there's a good chance I might not make it back. If I do, I'll video. If I don't, it was nice knowing you all. Okay, we made it back. I am no worse for the wear. Joey, I got your box. We got my rim. And it is minorly broken. But we're alive. The mule is on the ground. My bike, it looks so much, mine looks like cooler with the mag wheels, but it makes it look more motorcycle-y with the spoke rims. I don't know why, I just think it does. But either way, we're home. As always, guys, thank you for watching. This is a up-to-date update. Like, literally, it's today, and it'll be up today. Thanks for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Please like, please subscribe. Most importantly, drop me a line in the comments. And don't forget to let me know how many catastrophic failures that will leave me stranded on the side of the road this summer. From today's date, May 19th-ish, to October 31st. I say 6, 7. I'm going to go with 7. And we'll see how it goes from there. I think it's going to be about that many catastrophic failures that I'm just stuck. Heather has to come get me, or a friend or something has to do something where I'm stuck on the side of the road. So I'm going to go with 7. But you let me know in the comments how many you think I'm going to have, because it's already time to retire this bike because the hangers are falling out. So, you know, about every 6 months. I get about 6 months per bike, which is horrible. Okay, it's horrible. It is. It's horrible. But that's my life. It's me. What do you want from me, you know? All right, I guess I'll see you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and peace. Hey, I got home, and I am opening the box up just because why not? So, what he included in the box was, it looks like a 36 tooth. I didn't count it yet, but it looks like a 36 tooth, so that's really cool. I got a kick out of this, a spark plug. The electrode is painted, not the bottom electrode, but it is brand new, so it wouldn't work because it won't make contact up here, but just got to be cleaned off. But I just thought that was funny. Super cool cover. Says 49cc motor assist, 2-stroke gasoline engine motor assist bicycle. 49cc. That is just cool. This is the first time I ever got somebody else's port work So it's definitely different from what I do, but I am super glad I get to see it and see what other people do because I've never actually seen it. This one, he actually put a third transfer in, but I opened the box up and look, the skirt is broken off. Now, will that cause an issue? I honestly don't know, but I guess we're gonna find out. No matter what, I'm really glad to see this just so I can get an idea on exactly what a third transfer looks like, does all the aboves. Never actually seen one, never actually did one myself, so I think that's super cool. Nothing crazy. He did it by hand, obviously. He does not have a CNC mill or anything that I know of. It really sucks about that skirt. I think it should still work, so I'm probably still going to try it as is. Doesn't look like the top was decked, so I'll definitely do that, but the exhaust port is opened up huge. It honestly looks like an LD100 with how thin edges are here, but that was what he did, and there's still plenty of meat there to seal. So I'm honestly not worried about that. It looks like the inside is a completely stock shape. It looks like he just hollowed or wallowed out the exterior part of the exhaust. I don't know. I'm definitely going to put this on a timing wheel and see what's good there. There is a small nick here. He told me about this, but that's actually not a big deal. I'll probably JB weld that and then just file it completely flat so it's a perfect mating surface, and then I will use Moto Seal, no gasket, if I can get away with that. We'll see. Interested to run this just because I've never had a third transfer port and all that nonsense. So this is just going to be a lot of fun for me to goof around with. He says this thing only has 300 miles on it, but like this thing doesn't even have any carbon in here. Cylinder does look like it was ran, but like he said, not much at all. So he said 300 miles. I don't even think it's 300 miles, to be honest with you. And this is the actual motor. Oh, it's got black casing on this side too. That's cool. Vintage smoke 2-stroke. We got ourselves a bunch of, oh wow, look at all the exhaust gaskets. Come on, guy. Thank you. That is freaking awesome. Here is the intake. This is the same exact intake I have on my 49 millimeter, my daily. I actually like this because it's really beefy. It's really restricted compared to the regular China dolls, but the aluminum casting is so much thicker, so you could take it out and hollow it out or wallow it out, whatever you want to call it. Oh, extra set of clutch pads, other exhaust gaskets, and a whole crap ton of exhaust gaskets. Man, thank you. That's awesome. Oh, what? Stop playing. A spring tensioner. That's cool. Only got one of these. Definitely want another one. And we sent 2 intakes. Oh, and a bunch of other spark plugs. I did the same thing, guy. I bought a whole bunch of these because they were a good deal and they were to split fire. And they're the same stupid pocket. I didn't know it was that. I didn't read the fine print. It's okay. We all do it. So, pretty great, honestly. I'm super stoked about it. Before I do anything, I will strip it completely down to a bare motor, chassis, whatever you want to call it, and I'll take it from there at that point. Timing degree wheel it, see what the degrees are here. I won't actually mess with it. I just want to write down all the numbers. I won't actually mess with it. The only messing I will do with it immediately is I will epoxy this so it's flat, do a surface, because this isn't fully surfaced, this isn't decked. I'll check the squish and all that and see what's good about all that. Basically just do like a quick once over to give myself an idea on what exactly is going on with it and what exactly to expect. So I am very excited about this. Joey, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to playing with this, but I'm not gonna lie, it is gonna be behind a couple other projects. But you see the wheels inside, we're ready to rock and roll, but this is my desk currently. We are going to fix that tomorrow because I have just been putting everything off. Still organized, and we, meaning me and them. You're not included, trust me.
Nope.
So we're going to get all that straightened out and back at it. I still have that sitting there, and that is a computer. I got the speakers back in. I cleaned the fan the best I could with getting down in there. I got the monitor plugged back in, and that looks like a started computer to me, if I do say so myself, that we're working on. There is actually a video about that. I don't know if I want to release it until I 100% know that it works. Now, I know it works, so I will actually release it, but it won't be for a while. But I completely had that thing apart, like in, I don't know, 100. Yeah, like to its bones, like 100 pieces. Heather was a little worried. I was too at a moment, just a smidgen, because I've never done it before, and I really wanted it, but I just wanted to clean it. I can't help myself, Dark. I know you're going to watch this. It works. I still haven't unlocked it, but it does work 100%. So, all right, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.